Today, we are building the Lego Walt Disney Tribute Camera and exploring the story of the man who inspired it. He was born at the turn of a new century, December 5, 1901 in Chicago. Already drawn to animation as a child and by his teens, Walt was attending night classes at the Chicago Academy of Fine Arts. However, not satisfied with just being an artist, Disney had other plans that would lead him across the Atlantic. As you can see, each piece mimics cell animation, connecting to a film slate with Disney himself. So far, so good. It was the late summer of 1918 when 16-year-old Walt Disney, driven by a sense of duty and adventure, altered his birth date on his passport application to join the Red Cross Ambulance Corps. He would later credit this experience with shaping his character and preparing him for the challenges that lay ahead. An enjoyable and intricate build so far. It was 1920 in Kansas City, Missouri, when Walt Disney began his career in animation. It was there that he met fellow artist Aub Iwerks, a partnership that would shape the future of animation. The two would go on to create Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and eventually Mickey Mouse. But before Walt could go on to find his happily ever after, he would have to go through hell and back, on a journey that would nearly break him. This set was released in 2023 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney Studios, originally known as Disney Brothers Studio, founded by Walt and his brother Roy in 1923. After finding early success, but ultimately facing bankruptcy with his Laugh-O-Gram studio, Walt Disney headed to Hollywood in search of a fresh start. It was there he created Mortimer Mouse, until his wife, Lillian, gently suggested a friendlier name. And so, Mickey Mouse was born. With the revolutionary technique of synchronizing sound to animation, Mickey Mouse was a hit from the start. But success didn't shield Walt from hardship. What followed were blow after blow, creative struggles, financial strain, and quiet personal sorrows. Under the weight of it all, Walt Disney eventually suffered a nervous breakdown. Years later, describing that difficult time, Walt recalled, "I had a hell of a breakdown. I got to the point that I couldn't talk on the telephone. I'd begin to cry." When complete, this will be a miniature replica of a hand crank camera, common in the 20s and 30s. But Walt recovered and came back stronger than ever. In 1937, he released Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the first ever full-length animated feature film. It was a groundbreaking achievement, both artistically and technically, and it earned him an honorary Academy Award, 1 full-sized and 7 miniature ones, a tribute to the Seven Dwarfs. It's clear the designers put a lot of care into honoring Disney with this camera and film slate set. Truly outstanding. From that moment on, Disney became more than a name. It became a legacy in the making. A legacy of magic and imagination that lives on in the young and young at heart. As Walt once said, "Adults are only kids, grown up,